welcome to another episode of Kim TV. I'm Kim Jimenez, your digital marketing strategist, and in this episode, we're going to be answering one of the questions that I get asked most frequently on this channel, and that is, Kim, what camera do you use to shoot your YouTube videos? And so if you're looking for budget options to shoot super awesome videos and get started with your YouTube channel, in this episode, I'm going to be showing you which cameras I use literally on a budget that have helped me get to about 19,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and we just keep growing. So it just goes to show you that you don't need a super fancy camera to create awesome videos. All right, guys, I wanted to take a moment to say hello and welcome to our new subscribers. The channel's been growing, and I'm so excited to have you here. If you're new around here, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do so. So I wanted to do something a little bit different with this episode because, as many of you know, if you've watched my previous video, you know that Chris and I, my husband, have been working really hard behind the scenes to raise awareness and raise funds for Hurricane Maria disaster relief efforts in Puerto Rico. And as a result, we are both coming out with new courses that we have available, and we're donating 100% of the proceeds directly to hurricane relief efforts down in Puerto Rico, which is my homeland, my country. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the description box below. And what I wanted to do was just pull one of the lessons from one of my courses, which is what we're going to be selling and having all the proceeds donated, and that one is called Create Awesome YouTube Videos. And it's a course that I released inside of the Business Lounge membership last month, and we are now slashing the price for a very limited amount of time. You can get that course for $19, and it's going to walk you through the entire process of building a YouTube channel and creating awesome videos either for YouTube or social media in a way that's both strategic, but you can do it on a budget. So if you don't have a lot of money right now to get a YouTube channel started or create social media videos on something like Facebook or Instagram, I'm going to be walking you through that entire process and showing you behind the scenes of how I create my own YouTube videos as well as social media videos to grow my online business. So without further ado, let's get into the course lesson. You get to watch this one totally free on the house, and if you love it, definitely check out the course and contribute to a good cause in exchange for some awesome value. And if you don't, then you'll walk away with something new. Let's get into the lesson. Welcome to the equipment section of our course. This one is going to be really fun, and I know that for a lot of you, either the tech and the equipment for shooting videos is either extremely exciting and you want to get the latest stuff and the best stuff, or on the other hand, it might be super overwhelming and you don't even know where to start. So in this video, we're going to be covering the basics, as well as some additional more advanced strategies and some of the equipment that can help you really make your life easier and just take videos that are super good, but also are quick and easy, and you don't have to spend tons and tons of time getting everything set up. So we're going to be kind of cutting these segments into different categories. So we'll start with the basics, right? The most important thing that you need, which is, of course, your camera. Now, right now, I'm using the Logitech C920. I absolutely love this webcam, and I'm going to show it to you in just a second. But that's what I'm recording right now on here in my little home office. So lighting isn't perfect right now, but I have to shoot this video and I wanted to kind of show you different types of lighting and what it looks like. So we're going to use it as a good example of the footage that you might be able to capture. Now, I am recording the audio in my Blue Yeti mic, so that's something to keep in mind. The camera does come with some really great built-in audio, but it's not to the point where I like it. So, you know, it's just one of those things where as you get better at video, as you create more content, you start upping the quality of your stuff. So I really love this microphone, and we're going to talk about mics in just a second. But the C920 is a webcam. It's literally a webcam. It's super cool, and it's really inexpensive. So you can find it at Amazon for around $50 to $60 depending on when you catch it. It goes up and down, you know, as time goes by, but I got this one as a Christmas present like 2 years ago, and I absolutely love it. Just because it's really easy to take, you know, videos on the go, especially if you're traveling and you want to just pop it on top of your computer and shoot some video. Now I'm going to be showing you a more in-depth close-up of this camera in just a second so that you can take a look at the features and what it does. But for right now, since we're using it, I wanted to show you that the camera, the most important camera to get, the best camera to get, is the one that you already have. And that's what I really want to really just tell you as we go through this video, is just the equipment is all great, but at the end of the day, the content is what truly matters. And as you grow, as you keep, you know, creating really great videos, as your YouTube channel grows, you're gonna start upgrading your equipment. But it's not necessary to have like the best gear, you know, to begin with. It's actually one of the mistakes that a lot of YouTubers and content creators make, is just buying so much equipment and spending all this money before your channel is even profitable. And so that's not usually smart. So I would start with what you have right now. So for this video, you know, as we go through cameras, it could be as simple as having a Logitech webcam like I have, or of course using your handy smartphone. Now I record all of my videos using this beauty right here. It's the iPhone 6S. I know I haven't upgraded to the 7 yet, but you can get some really awesome footage in this little baby, especially because it shoots at 4K. So if you're thinking about using your smartphone, you can look at me right there. One of the things that I highly recommend is that you make sure that your smartphone shoots at least 1080p. And what that means is it's higher resolution, it's HD, and it's really important for your video quality. Now, the webcam, the Logitech webcam, does shoot at 1080p, and so does the iPhone 6S as well as the iPhone 6. I believe also the iPhone 5S shoots in HD, but of course you can do your research and your homework. You can also shoot some really good video with a Samsung. There's tons of other Android phones that have really good cameras, but it's important again that you're shooting with a camera that does support HD. Massively important. All right, so here is the Logitech C920, and as you can see, it's a webcam, and you hook this up to your computer via a USB port. Now, I love the fact that this shoots at 1080p. It's a really nice camera. It's built pretty high quality, so I really like that. You can see that it tilts up and down, and you can attach it basically to any monitor. So if you wanted to just hook this up on your screen, it would just hook up this way, and then you can attach you know, how far you want it to actually grip onto your monitor. So I love that. But then you can also mount this on a tripod, and this is just a standard tripod mount. So I really love this because you can virtually just, you know, mount it on any type of tripod, and that allows you for more flexibility in terms of, you know, where you want to take this little camera and where you want to shoot. So that's super, super convenient and something that I really, really like about this little guy. Now, this can also be, you know, a secondary camera. That's how I use it, especially for times when I'm shooting, you know, videos and I want like a different angle. So this is really, really helpful for that. It's also awesome if you're shooting things like Facebook Live videos or YouTube Live videos, or you're doing like webinars or any kind of masterclass that's a broadcast. This is fantastic. I absolutely love it. Now, one of the things that you can do if you did want to kind of give this camera a little bit of more flexibility is just buy something like this USB extender cord. And this extension cord is actually going to allow you to connect the camera, and you can be further away from your computer than if you were just going to use the standard cable that comes with the C920. As you can see, like, it's not very long. Let me show you here. It's not short either, but it's just like a couple of feet. And that is like, it's helpful, but it's not enough. If you want to like put this on a tripod and then, you know, kind of walk away from the computer or be a little bit further away from the camera, having that extension cord, that USB extension cord can really help to create some really cool kind of videos with your C920. All right, so let's talk about a different type of camera that you might have already at home and can consider as you're going through this process of selecting your camera. Now, the other type of camera you might consider would be a point and shoot camera. And these are also called compact cameras. And this is just an old Sony CyberShot. I'm not recommending that you buy this camera, but it does shoot in 1080p and you can get some really good resolution depending on the sensor size. So it's just coming down to, you know, what you have a budget for. You can usually get these for under $100 if you are considering a compact camera or a point and shoot camera, which is really easy to use. You don't have to mess with tons of settings. And it's kind of that whole point and shoot thing. That's why it's called that. It's really, really easy to use. I have some recommendations in our equipment guide, and you can purchase it via Amazon. I definitely recommend looking into probably like an ELPH series camera, or maybe something like the Canon N2. It just depends on what you're looking for and what your budget is. So I am going to add a couple options there if you want to kind of take it to the next level and kind of upgrade from a smartphone into a compact camera. Now, the next tier up is definitely a mirrorless camera or a DSLR, and I'm sure those are some of the cameras that you're used to seeing, you know, photographers and videographers and filmmakers actually use for their video footage. Now, I don't have a DSLR yet or a mirrorless camera, and I'm definitely in the process of upgrading, so I'm looking at a couple different options because I think it's about that time, but I just haven't had the need to or the want to or the desire. You know, my phone is perfectly fine. I love shooting in this little thing because it's fast and convenient, but I do want to take my footage a little bit to the next level in terms of the video quality. So I am looking at a couple mirrorless cameras or DSLRs, which are kind of like that next level up. So if you want recommendations for those, I'm definitely going to be keeping you guys updated in terms of the camera that I select and giving you a review on that and adding that to the course for sure. But if you do want to go ahead and just purchase a DSLR, highly recommend starting out with something like the Canon Rebel T5i or the T6i or the T7i, which are the latest models. You can also check out the Canon 70D or the Canon 60D. Those are really, really good DSLR cameras. And then on the mirrorless side, which is more of like, it's a camera that is as powerful as a DSLR, but is compact. So it kind of has the body of a point and shoot camera. It's a little bit bigger than this, but it has interchangeable lenses, right? You can change out the lens to give your videos a different look and feel, which is really awesome. But that mirrorless camera is not heavy because it doesn't have mirror inside, which DSLRs do. And then it also gives you almost, if not as good of a quality as a DSLR in a very, very small compact camera. Now, they range anywhere from, you can get them, you know, on eBay or Amazon from around $300 all the way up to like $1,000. So that's just something to keep in mind. So picking and selecting a camera, again, is something that will depend on your needs. And I really just want you to start thinking about what type of videos are you wanting to create with that specific camera. That's going to make a really big difference. So if you're trying to shoot talking head videos like I am, or you're talking into the camera, maybe all you need to start out is a webcam like the one I have, the C920. Or you can also use your phone or a compact camera. If you want to take, you know, action shot videos and vlogs and videos on the go, maybe you're into fitness and you want to take a lot of action-based content, then you might want to think about an action camera, and that would be something like a GoPro Hero or maybe like a Yi action camera. Just depends on what you want to create with that video or with that camera. It's really, really important. So different types of videos equal different types of cameras. And of course, if you have questions about like camera recommendations for your specific needs, let me know in the forum and we can chat about it. So there you have it. That is the camera that I've used, or the cameras that I've used for the past couple of years to create my YouTube videos and grow my channel to, I think we're about to break 19,000 subscribers, which is awesome. So now you get to go home and ditch the excuses that you don't have, a very fancy camera to create your videos, and start growing your online business and putting content out there, which is what's going to actually give you visibility and help you generate more revenue, generate more leads, and generate more clients. I hope that it was helpful, and if it was, don't forget to support our Hurricane Maria relief efforts by purchasing the full program at only $19. All the links are going to be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching and for your incredible support as we continue to move forward with relieving Hurricane Maria's devastation. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.